Nice.
We are here with Pirjo. I have just been listening in on her masterclass at the Nordic Docs Film Festival in Fredrikstad. And Pirjo, I was very fascinated by especially one thing you said. That was that your pieces are art and that you didn't want to have more than one version of your films.
Yes.
Can you explain that a little bit more?
I think for the artist, you won't always try to fight for the whole, and I think there can only be one whole, which is the whole time of working with film you are reaching out for that end, and there's no rational way to decide in documentary when you stop shooting, and there's no rational way to decide when you stop editing. And I know a lot of documentarists who edit endlessly, but the thing is that if in your head you develop the whole, you see the whole, then there's only one way to end, and you always know when you stop shooting.
And also I have read before that you always have control of the camera and stand behind the camera yourself when you do documentaries.
I do documentaries and fiction,
yeah.
But in all documentaries I'm the cinematographer, and that's the only way, that's my way to look at the world. But still about these versions, very few people were talking about versions before the digital came. And now I think that committing editors of TV stations are taking advantage of the digital because it's so easy to make any kind of versions. And I think it's castrating the works. And I don't like castrated works. So I never done any versions, and I will not do if I'm asked to fill a slot in the TV station. I won't do it.
I am an artist myself. I'm a textile artist, so I was so related to you when you talked about only one version, because I thought, okay, you are working like, other artists are working, like painters are working, like sculptures are working, because you can't take a painting and cut half off and say, okay, this is okay for now.
No, so it's I already learned them that quite young. We have a very famous designer, Tapio Virkala, and for the Montreal World Exhibition he had made an 11 meters long wooden sculpture, and then the Bank of Finland wanted to buy it, and they said, can they take 1 meter out, that they don't have a place for it. And he said, I'm not selling timber. So that's my answer when somebody wants a version, that I'm not selling timber.
You also said that it was such a good thing to be a woman doing documentary. And also I have read that you were very young when you started, young and a woman. And you found that was a good thing.
I applied to the school when I was 17. I started when I was 18 and I came out when I was 21. And then I already had shot one feature fiction as the first Finnish woman to shoot feature fiction. And I thought that I broke the ice, and now the women are coming. But it took 25 years for the next one. So it wasn't very easy. And partly when I say it's good to be a woman, it's irony. Because if you're clever, you can use chauvinism in many cases. I used to go and shoot in Soviet Union, going from Helsinki to Tallinn with a car full of equipment, which usually you have to have permission for every piece of equipment. I just was driving the car myself and I opened the window and the Russian customer officers were just smiling because they thought it's a woman, you cannot take it seriously, it's not professional. So in many cases I think that we have to, for the chauvinism, we have to misuse it.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes you have 11 financiers all over Europe. Every commissioner editor has to show to the boss that I made the film. And so they have to put their fingers in the game. It's disgusting.